1 Kings 19. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, while the son Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. Yah is short for Yahweh, Yahweh, same thing. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. Yah is a very jealous El. He is so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. In a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua. And another word for judges is rulers. 1 Kings 19. And when Ahab reported to Isabel all that Eliyahu had done, also how he slew all the prophets with the sword, Isabel sent a messenger to Eliyahu, saying, So let the mighty ones do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And he feared and rose up and ran for his life and went to Beersheba, which belongs to Yehudah, and left his servant there. So his servant can get slewed, murdered. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a broom tree. Is that a real thing? A broom tree? B-R-O-O-M. Broom tree. Like the thing you sweep up the floor with, the broom, but it's a tree. And prayed that he might die, and said, It is enough. Now, Yah, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers. And he lay and slept under the broom tree, and see, a messenger touched him and said to him, Rise, eat. And he looked and saw by his head a cake baked on coals and a jar of water. So he ate and drank and turned and lay down. And the messenger of Yah came back the second time and touched him and said, Rise, drink, for the journey is too much for you. And he rose up and ate and drank, and went in the strength of that food 40 days and 40 nights as far as Horeb, H with a dot, O-R, E with a half a check mark, B with a line underneath of it, the mountain of Elohim. And there he went into a cave and spent the night there. And see, the word of Yah came to him and said to him, What are you doing here, Eliyahu? And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahweh Elohim of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant. They have thrown down your slaughter places, and they have killed your prophets with the sword, and I am left, I alone. And they seek my life to take it. And he said, Go out and stand on the mountain before Yahweh, and see Yah passed by, and a great and strong wind tearing the mountains and breaking the rocks in pieces before Yahweh. Yah was not in the wind, and after the wind an earthquake, and Yah was not in the earthquake, and after the earthquake a fire. Yah was not in the fire, and after the fire a still small voice. And it came to be, when Eliyahu heard it, that he wrapped his face in his robe, and went out and stood at the cave opening. And see, a voice came to him and said, What are you doing here, Eliyahu? And he said, I have been very jealous for Yah Elohim of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant. They have thrown down your slaughter places, and they have killed your prophets with the sword, and I am left, I alone. And they seek my life to take it. And Yah said to him, Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus, and you shall go in and anoint Hazael as sovereign over Aram. Hazael is H with a dot, A-Z-A with a apostrophe, and the E with a half a check mark, L. As sovereign over Aram, and anoint Yahu son of Nimshi Nimshi, as sovereign over Israel, and anoint Elisha, Elisha, son of Shaphat, Shaphat, of Abel, Meholah. Abel is AB with a line underneath of it, E with a half a check mark, L, and then Meholah is MEH with a dot, OLAH, as prophet in your place. And it shall be that whoever escapes the sword of Hazael, Yehu does kill, and whoever escapes from the sword of Yehu, Elisha does kill. And I shall leave 7,000 in Israel, all whose knee have not bowed to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him. So 7,000 of the almost million refuse to worship Baal. That's how bad it is there right now. And he went from there and found Elisha, son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen before him. And he was with the 12th, and Eliyahu passed by him and threw his robe on him, and he left the oxen and ran after Eliyahu and said, Please let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I follow you. And he said to him, Go, turn back, for what have I done to you? And he turned back from before him and took a yoke of oxen and slaughtered them and cooked their flesh using the implements of the oxen and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he rose up and followed Eliyahu and became his servant. Ooh, battle is coming. I can feel it. Maybe not, but I feel it. I think I feel it.